Facts First presents Husband leaves pregnant wife in debt, and she gets a surprise in her oven. When most people get married, they have plans for their future together. Most couples dream of owning their own home, starting a family, spending the rest of their lives together. Newlyweds have plenty of dreams. In some cases, their dreams come true. In others, things begin to fall apart. And that's what happened with Amanda. Amanda lives in Sydney, Australia, and she was married to the love of her life. They had the perfect wedding, and they made plans for their future the way most couples do. They hoped to move into their dream house and have a big family. Amanda couldn't have been happier. Amanda and her husband started working on their dreams for the future shortly after getting married. First, they bought a house. Since it wasn't exactly their dream house, they decided to renovate it to make it their dream house. While they were working on it, they also tried to start a family. Sadly, things didn't go as easily as they thought. For 3 years, they tried to get pregnant. Amanda got pregnant twice, but each one sadly ended in miscarriage. But through it all, the two stuck together. 3 years after getting married, things started working out for Amanda and her husband, and finally the renovations on their home were complete and they'd be living in their dream house. Even better, Amanda found out she was pregnant again, and this time she did not lose the baby. She was very careful at first, and finally the doctor told her that she was now out of the woods. Amanda finally had everything she wanted – a beautiful home, a baby on the way, she was married to the man of her dreams. Just when Amanda thought that life was perfect, her husband gave her some devastating news. 7 months pregnant at the time, he told her that he was leaving her for another woman. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. They finally had everything they ever wanted, and he was throwing it all away for an affair? Amanda was devastated. After the shock of her husband's announcement wore off, Amanda started to realize how much trouble she was in all of a sudden. She was very far along in her pregnancy. She didn't have a job. Her husband was going to work so that they could stay home for the first few years of their child's life, and now that was gone. She had no money coming in. They had borrowed money from the bank in order to build their house and make the renovations. How was Amanda going to pay the mortgage now? She hadn't even bought everything she needed for the baby yet. She was, understandably, devastated and terrified about her future. Amanda's best friend heard about what had happened, and she wanted to do something to help out. She contacted the local radio station, Kiss FM, and spoke to the host of their Give Back segment. She told them Amanda's tragic story and about her bleak future, and they decided to help. Kiss FM brought Amanda onto the show, and she told her devastating story. She broke down in tears while she told the host about the miscarriages, the house, her husband leaving her for another woman. Well, they had a big surprise in store for Amanda. After Amanda told her story, the host revealed a screen. There was a man in her home, and he was filming there. First, she showed her a vacuum cleaner in her kitchen. It signified 6 months of free house cleaning so that she could focus on her baby. Next, they went to her refrigerator, and inside there was a certificate from Fit Food, who would deliver meals to her home for the next 3 months absolutely free to avoid shopping and cooking. On her counter, there was $4,000 worth of baby supplies that she hadn't yet purchased. There was also a $1,000 gift certificate to have her baby's pictures taken. When the man opened Amanda's stove, she broke down in tears. It was $10,000. This would be enough money to cover her mortgage until she could have her baby and find a job. The gift that this radio station gave Amanda gave her hope for her future. She no longer had to worry about losing her home and not being able to care for herself and her new baby. She was so thankful to her best friend for reaching out to this radio station. She was also thankful to give back. If it weren't for them, she would have been in serious financial trouble. Is there somebody in your life that you could give back to? You don't need a radio station to help out. Try doing something yourself. Even if it's just a little, it's going to mean a lot. Help us spread the word about Facts First by clicking that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.